So thanks everybody for joining us tonight. This is our 12th Community Advisory Team meeting for the Riverdale, New Carrollton area. Tonight, we want to let you know that the meeting is being recorded, and we will post this to our website, purpleLineMD.com, along with all the supporting project materials after this meeting. Please keep your microphones muted and your cameras off during the presentation, and please hold all your questions until after the presentation, and then we will do tonight's Q&A, and you'll have plenty of time to ask us everything that you might like to. For those that would like a live translation during our Teams meeting tonight, Teams can format and translate this meeting. So instructions for how to turn on the translation function is in the chat. And now our community liaison, Stephanie Villegas, will explain those instructions. Stephanie?
Hi, buenas tardes y bienvenidos. La aplicación Teams puede traducir esta reunión en vivo en varios idiomas, incluyendo español, árabe, chino, francés y portugués, y muchos más. Las instrucciones para ver las traducciones en vivo están en la sección del chat. Gracias. Back to you, Carla.
Thank you. I think we're ready for the next slide. Okay, so just to touch on our meeting overview tonight, we're going to provide a project status, a construction update, community engagement details, and then we'll save time for a question and answer session to conclude the meeting. Any questions that we are unable to cover during tonight's meeting will be answered in a Q&A summary, and that will be posted to our website following the meeting. So tonight you're going to hear from Ray Biggs II, who is our Senior Project Director with MTA, Doran Basso, who's our CEO with Purple Line Transit Partners, and Manuel Marino, our Construction Manager with Maryland Transit Solutions, who's the design builder constructing and designing the Purple Line. And I'll be facilitating the meeting this evening. And for those of you that may not know me, my name is Carla Julian, and I am with Maryland Transit Solutions, and I'm our Communications and Stakeholder Manager. So our focus tonight is going to be stations in the Riverdale, New Carrollton segment, and those include Riverdale Park North, UMD, Riverdale Park, Kenilworth, Beacon Heights, East Pines, Glen Ridge, and New Carrollton. And just to touch on our progression of construction, to progress all of this construction over the 16 miles, we have a lot of different phases, and those happen sequentially as we advance this work. These types of things include utility relocation, storm drain system installation, track installation, system utilities, and testing. All of these need to occur at the same time. So with that 16-mile alignment, each segment is in a different phase. And you'll start to see that a few of these segments, it's an exciting stage for us right now to see the station canopies and track installation going into place. And now you're going to see some of that progress as we show you our spring 2024 progress video featuring our project leadership team.
Welcome to the latest update on the Purple Line project. This year, we've placed thousands of feet of track, an exciting example of tremendous progress being made by Purple Line crews. 2024 is set to be a year of momentum.
The Purple Line track installation teams will be reaching even more areas. Already, tracks have been placed at the southern end of the project, along Ellen Road and Veterans Parkway, and throughout the University of Maryland. The track at Campus Drive is embedded track, seamlessly integrating into the road surface. The Purple Line boasts three main types of tracks: embedded, ballast track, and direct fixation. Each plays a crucial role in our mission to ensure a smooth journey from New Carrollton to Bethesda. Progress is visible along the whole 16-mile alignment. In Bethesda, crews have put the custom-made sprung arch form system to work to cast the first sections of the new cavern ceiling. The cavern will connect the 130-foot deep shaft to Metro's Bethesda station. In Silver Spring, the new Purple Line station is rapidly taking shape. From the installation of utilities to the erection of canopies, progress is evident at every turn. But Silver Spring is just one of the 14 stations underway. Station platforms are also emerging at key locations like Connecticut Avenue, Littonsville, Campus Drive at the University of Maryland, College Park, and Glen Ridge, among others. In December, crews poured an impressive 720 cubic yards of concrete in one day to form the roof of the tunnel extension between Wayne Avenue and the Manchester Place station. We also finished the concrete, fencing, and paving needed to open the new and improved Talbot Avenue Bridge, which is part of the Capitol Crescent Trail and an important connection for the communities of Woodside and Littonsville. In Prince George's County, the Kenilworth East-West Highway Flyover Bridge, which is made up of over 617 tons of steel, has been installed over this very busy intersection. In Glen Ridge, the Operations and Maintenance Facility prepares to be the heart of our operations. Here you'll find a variety of specialty track segments. These segments are essential for guiding our light rail vehicles as they navigate through the facility. Inside the OMF, state-of-the-art cranes and meticulously designed workspaces stand ready to handle everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. While we celebrate these achievements, there is still much work ahead.
As you can see, we have more visible tracks, stations taking shape, and complete bridges as a few of the Purple Line's most exciting milestones this year. This time next year, you can expect to see the Purple Line light rail vehicles begin testing on the new test track located in Prince George's County. More exciting news is coming soon, so please follow our social media and subscribe to our newsletter to stay up to date. We are connecting communities through Prince George's and Montgomery counties with Maryland's newest light rail system, the Purple Line. All right, that is exciting to see. As you can see, construction activities have continued to ramp up over the last 18 months. And as you saw in the video, active Purple Line construction can be seen across the entire alignment. With all the work moving ahead, we look forward to the anticipated arrival of our light rail vehicles at the new Glen Ridge Operations and Maintenance Facility later this spring. The test track area, which is centered around the Glen Ridge Operations and Maintenance Facility, is scheduled for completion in the summer of this year, kicking off a period of intensive local testing, integrated testing, and initial operator training while construction continues elsewhere across the alignment. By spring of 2026, construction across the alignment will have progressed enough to allow for system-wide testing, full operational training, and the commissioning activities necessary to prove out a safe and ready light rail system. As announced back in March, the Purple Line is scheduled to open for service in winter of 2027. Now I'll turn it over to Manuel to provide an update on all the exciting construction activities happening in this area.
Thank you, Ray. Good afternoon to everybody, and thank you for your time today. We're going to start with an illustration of one of our key elements that you will be seeing that the crews are installing along the alignment. This is the dock bank. You hear that word a lot of times. So basically, this structure that you guys can see over the screen is what is going to allow the light rail to function and to have the power and communication from one side to another. We can go to the next slide. We're going to start on the Riverdale Court in River Road. We are working, installing different underground utilities. And what is going to come shortly is an implementation of a full closure during this summer with the intention of the full track installation across Riverdale. and we'll place several detours for vehicles and pedestrians during that time frame. You can see here what will be the detour implemented for the vehicles in order to get to the to River Tech from River Road and elsewhere. Here in the photo, you can see one of the first stations in River Road. It's the Riverdale Park North UMD station. They completed all the station platforms and canopies. We continue on the underground utility installation, and we have started the preparation of the track in front of the platform. Intention of the upcoming work is finalize and complete the track and complete the installation of the underground utilities around the platform. On Hay Drive, we completed the track installation during this winter. We removed the traffic temporarily to have the intersection reconfigured, and we have started the utility work in this intersection to be able to install the traffic signals. What is going to come is the new phase. Is going to come the new phase to shift the traffic and complete the utilities on the other side. We are reconstructing the curb and sidewalk, and finally, in 2025, activate the traffic signals. Taking the turn into Kenilworth Avenue, we have been very busy over the last 6 months. We continue with the underground work along Kenilworth in both sides. We have restored and opened the connection from Kenilworth to Quintana Street. And during the upcoming work, we are planning to an alternate route through the Dollar Tree Shopping Center from Quesada for the installation of a massive underground sand filter in the parking lot, complete the underground utilities, complete the curb and sidewalk along east side of Kenilworth, and we'll be doing traffic switches to the southbound lane to try to span the center lane work and start working on the middle. As a major milestone for us, everybody has seen over the last weeks how this has been developing. We completed the piers, we completed the caps, we have recently completed the installation of the steel girders that flies over the intersection. At the same time, we are also doing the construction of the MSC wall and the deck work that is still ongoing right now. Over the next months, is going to continue the flyover. We'll be completing the ramp on the Kenilworth side, and we are going to get ready to receive track after that. This is a snapshot of the detour implementation that is ongoing most of the nights over the last month to be able and facilitate us to be able to install the massive girders, and will continue to be in place for the installation of the different elements on the superstructure and the deck till we comport it close to the summer. On Riverdale Park, Kenilworth Station, above the ground, we are continue doing big progress. We have completed the placement of the station itself. We have started with the station utilities, placement of platforms, and we also started the foundation and the walls of the elevator and the stairs. Over the next month, we do expect to be able to install the canopies, continue with the construction of the station, and obviously construction with the elevator on the stairs that are going to start very soon. On Riverdale Road, we have completed the underground relocation. We have installed the ballast curb along the majority of the alignment in that area, and we continue with the replacement and construction of the permanent curb and sidewalk. On the upcoming work, we are going to continue with the dock bank installation across Mustang Drive, and obviously once we finish that, we will do the installation of the track to cross Mustang Drive, and after that, we will be able to reopen. On Riverdale Road, the Mustang Drive to East Pine, we have completed the construction of 64th Avenue, which has been open today. Temporarily is closed Mustang Drive, but over the next days, next week, we will start reconfiguring and we'll be closing that. Now we will be ready to finish the reconstruction of the new Mustang Drive connection. And like I mentioned before, continue with the dock pack installation and preparation of the track. This is the new reconfigured Riverdale connection. This is how it's going to be at the end when we have everything completed. 63rd and East Pine will become 2 cul-de-sacs, and there will be 2 signalized intersections at 64th and Mustang Drive to give access to the neighborhood from the Riverdale Road. East of Baltimore-Washington Parkway, we have Beacon Heights East Pine Station. We have completed the platform, we installed the canopy, and we are in progress of the installation of the utilities as well as the work adjacent to the station. Over the next months, we're going to continue with the installation of the station, complete the utility, and also complete the wall on that side of the road. Close to Beacon Heights on 67th, we continue with the underground and overhead utility relocation. Close, we will be doing a temporary traffic switch to the north side of Riverdale Road. That will allow us to complete the station and the track on the south side. We're going to start preparing the 67th Avenue track installation as a crossing, and ultimately we'll be in with the permanent closure of 67th Place to reconstruct as a cul-de-sac. Through Veterans Parkway, we have been doing a massive work over the last month. We have one of our stormwater management facility, POI 140. We started the construction of the facility, and over the next month, we are going to complete the same, install the storm drain connection across Veteran, and finally do the reconstruction of the outfall on the east side of Veterans Parkway. Like I mentioned, in Veterans Parkway, we have completed the full completion of the installation of the planter boxes, began the dock bank installation, and we have started the installation of the track of the operation and maintenance facility till Elling Road, as you can see. Over the next months, we're going to continue with the dock bank installations across Annapolis, and we will complete the track installation in the operation and maintenance facility also. The photo, it's a snapshot where we can be seeing where the purple line test track is located. And here is where we will be start the dynamic testing for the preparation of the track. Our Green Ridge operation and maintenance facility, we have continued with the stormwater management facility installation. We have started the specialty track installation of track power systems, the TPSS and the WEC, and we are preparing the yard for the delivery of the light rail vehicles. In the coming months, we will continue with the installation of the lighting system, complete the catenary, the overhead catenary power system, and like I say, begin the testing and conditioning phase. On Annapolis Road, we have recently implemented a signal modification to start the first of several traffic switches that will allow us to go from one side of the road to another. Over the next month, that track installation through Annapolis Road will be completed, and we are also going to start the installation of the catenary poles and wires for the light rail system. On Green Ridge Station, we have completed the foundation work and the platform. We continue with installation of the utilities, and we have completed with the track installation that goes through it. We're going to start with the catenary poles and wires that will be connecting to the OMF facility center. At the end of Veterans Parkway connecting to the Ellen Road, we have successfully completed the track installation. On the upcoming month, we will be activating the new traffic signal, and we will open the reconfigured intersection of Veterans Parkway. Ellen Road, we have been also very busy working over here. We installed the eastbound track from Hanson up to Emerson Place during the also including the crossing of Hanson. We have also begun the installation of the light pole along the alignment. And over the next month, we are going to continue the track installation along Ellen Road, and we will implement the traffic switch to reopen Ellen Road to Veterans Parkway. That will allow us to close Ellen Road from between Hanson Oaks and Emerson, so the north side, the track on the north side can be completed too. At New Carrollton Station, we completed and opened the new WMATA parking lot on the eastern side of the project, and now we have started the one of the last phases to begin the reconstruction of the new WMATA bus loop. Implemented a detour around the work zone from the station all the way to the new parking lot. And over the next months, we'll also start the construction of the new kiss and ride facility, and as well as the new bus loop. This is a sketch of the pedestrian detour that is in place and implemented already between the WMATA station and Amtrak station to facilitate the access to the new Easter lot parking facility. And I will pass to
Safety
the...
is our #1 priority, both for our crews that are building the Purple Line and for the public. As we shift into track installation, you will see more and more work in the roadways and crews implementing lane shifts and detours. This could also include pedestrian walkways. So please take your time and follow all the posted signage. And if you see something amiss, please call our hotline.
Thank you, Manuel, for sharing all that progress tonight. I'd like to talk a little bit about community engagement. Purple Line team is so fortunate to be part of the community, and we also take that responsibility seriously. You may see us out at local events providing information such as a farmer's market or UMD's Maryland Day. But tonight, we just wanted to take the opportunity to once again advertise our community grant program. This program is aimed at supporting existing nonprofit groups by amplifying the great work they're already doing for our community. Our last round of 6 community grant programs actually had 2 recipients based in Riverdale, the Metamorphosis Community Project and Witati Academy. So tonight, we're reminding you that there's a May 31st deadline for the next round of 6 community grants, so please spread the word. All the information needed to apply is available on our website, www.purplelinemd.com. And the final slide I'll leave you with today before turning it over to Ray is the many ways to keep updated with construction progress and updates, as well as how to get in touch with us. Ray?
Thank you, Doran, and thank you, everyone. So now we turn it over to you to ask us any questions of all the progress that we have going across the project. Any questions? All right, I see Jeff has raised his hand, so let's start with Jeff.
Good evening. Thanks for the presentation. Can you give me a little bit more detail on the plan for pushing across Annapolis Road 450 at 410? I know that you started now, at least on the side toward Glen Ridge. I'm wondering how long that's going to be, and then kind of what the schedule is going across the road.
I'm gonna ask Manuel to come up and talk some more on that. He got some construction updates. So Manuel.
That's a good question. It is a very busy road, and there is several utilities. So there is a 3-phase work, and we are probably going to take several weeks and a few months to complete the entire crossing.
Okay. But basically, so you're going to start from the one side. At one point, I had understood it was going to, in the 3 phases, it would start on one side, then go to the other side, and then finally finish in the middle. Is that still the plan?
We are going to go from one side to another. We are going to go from where we are right now, then in the middle, and then we will get to the station.
Okay. And each one of those will take several weeks to a month or more. So what are we looking at? 2 months, 3 months, where we'll be having that major construction?
We are going to get into the summer with this work.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate
Thank
that,
you.
Jeff. I see Joel. Good to see you again, Joel. If you want to go ahead with your question.
Well, unfortunately, I had a comment and a question. How did the meeting go? And I had some difficult time getting on. Now, before, when Gary was there, he would go on, give me invite my email, and it would go right through. But this system didn't work. It said soon, coming soon, you'll be in soon, and it never happened. I said, hello, anybody there? And nobody answered it. I know what happened.
All right, we'll work on that, Joel, for and make sure that you can join successfully at the beginning of the meeting so you can hear everything.
Yeah, but I don't have any questions. You know, like this got like the tail end of the presentation. But I've been having the same question. I think so. Prince George's County have the bus and the metro bus, and they serve on Riverdale Road, Annapolis Road, and into the New Carrollton Metro Station. And there will be hopefully there's some feeder buses in the future for that Bacon Heights station. So I guess that's all my question. Thank you for taking my question.
We'll be sure to keep you updated on the progress as we continue to coordinate those efforts as we move closer and closer to opening up the service. Thank you. Tina, I think good to see you again. I think I saw you at the town hall a couple weeks ago, so good to see you again.
Hopefully it's good to see me again. Thank you for coming to that. A couple quick questions. One about the delay. I know the news said winter of that year. I just wanted to confirm, is there an actual month now of the proposed opening? Because it was kind of confusing. Like winter can seem like January, February, but I think it was pushed to like from the spring to later in that year. Can you confirm kind of the month range and year?
It's definitely in winter 2027 and December 2027.
So December. Okay. So like, yeah, so winter couldn't be like January of a year. So that's why I wanted to make sure it was. Okay. And then the other thing, and I'm happy to follow up with whoever, because it's kind of a technical question. I was told when the new contract was awarded, there were penalties for delays. And I'm wondering, and I don't know if that was on the base contract or subcontract level, but I'm just wondering what the Purple Line and the state of Maryland are doing with regards to these delays, and holding the new contractor accountable. I know that the first set of delays were explained because they said there weren't things that they found until they uncovered them, and that was possibly okay at the beginning, but now there's additional delays, and it's really not great. And I'm just wondering from a contractual, what, how are we holding the people doing the work accountable for these delays?
Yes. So at the beginning, I mentioned back in March where we talked about the new schedule and all of that. So all of that was discussed, and with PLTP and with the design build contractor MTS, where it got us to the place of where we are today with our schedule. So we are working together as partners to deliver the project and moving the project forward.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Back to Jeff.
Yeah. One question on, you said that you'd be putting in the traffic signal at Ellen Road. When that happens, is 410 going to go back to the way it was, or are we still going to have construction problems and narrowing of lanes and that kind of thing, which we've had for the last couple of years?
And well, do you want to come in to go through the details?
Yes. So we are going to continue having lane closures at the several areas in Veterans Parkway until the entire alignment in that area is completed. Mm-hmm. So the area around Ellen Road and Veterans, that is going to come, at least south of that, is going to come back to the original alignment. But yes, there is going to continue some lane closures and work along the alignment.
Mm-hmm. And what's the schedule for that traffic light going back in?
It's going to be summer.
This summer, okay. And then as far as getting 410 back to normal, that's going to be closer to 2026 when you've got all the track in and you're doing things, or is it going to be a little earlier because that's basically along the test track?
The test track is going to be in the outside of the traffic, so it's going to be more toward 2026.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Right. Taking a look to see if we have any other questions from the participants.
There's a question in the chat. I don't know if you saw that.
Signage. Yes, so we are working to continue to ensure that the signage is clearly and visible of how the traffic changes occur across the alignment of what we refer to as the maintenance of traffic. So yes, we will definitely make sure of that. And that was one thing that you saw Hugo highlight in the safety video of how we are making sure the signage is out there for the safety and the traffic patterns. Any other question? And when will we see the new rail car?
I think it's perform.
Perform, got it. Okay. So the rail car is suspected in the spring. And as we mentioned, testing in the area will begin later on. Any other questions? If not, I'll turn it back over to you, Carla. If you'd like to close this out.
Sure. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. And again, if you have questions you'd like to follow up with, please send those to our hotline or outreach at Purple Line MD. If you are a media professional, we have the media@purplelinemd.com if you have additional questions. We also have a Spanish and English hotline that are answered 24 hours a day. And then just keep up with us on social media and check us out at Purple Line MD. We appreciate your time and look forward to further engaging with you guys. Have a great night.
Good night.